Avis, not just for renting hideous PT Cruisers anymore.
Sponsored by Skoal Chewing Tobacco. Skoal, the goodest health practice of them all.
Well, if your day is focused around any one of these items exclusively, please consult a doctor.
The world is tilted. Help us.
Did you ever think how much fun it is just to be alive when you feel healthy and well?
Walt Whitman did,
Judy
and now
and
he's
Jim
dead.
are well almost all of the time because they follow good health practices.
And no, I can't explain the
And
hats.
because they are healthy, they have fun almost all of the time, doing all kinds of things. Of course, anyone can have fun playing in the snow or at the beach, but Judy and Jim have fun doing their work too, because they are healthy and well.
And because they are ultra mega super nerds.
Young Al Franken.
Good eating practices help Judy and Jim stay healthy and well.
Jim is the healthiest 15-year-old in his class.
Jim knows that his body must have food, just like an automobile must have gasoline.
Cheap, inexhaustible gasoline.
Gasoline is the fuel that a car's engine must have to keep running. The engine uses the fuel to make power, to move the car.
To allow it to roll on dubs and be tripping off the flows.
To go fast on the highways.
Speeding to the store for a carton of healthful cigarettes.
To climb steep hills.
With the agility of a half Sherpa, half
Your
goat
engine
creature.
needs fuel too. Food is the fuel that you must have to get strength for play and for work. Your body uses fuel all of the time, even when you're sleeping.
This boy in his underpants dragging a log illustrates it well.
Yes, brain work takes a great deal of fuel.
And translating Mein Kampf by hand is certainly brain work.
Different foods must go together to make the best fuel for you.
Like fish
Mothers know
and
how to
miscellaneous.
put these foods together to make healthful meals. When the foods are together the right way, we call it a balanced meal.
When they're together the wrong way, it's called Denny's.
See if you can name the foods in the balanced meal that Judy serves to Jim.
White lumps, gray lumps, and floor sweepings?
Young children don't have to know all the ways that food should go together. Your job is to learn good eating practices.
Mommy and Daddy aren't coming back until you do.
First, eat slowly and chew thoroughly. Food makes the best fuel when it is eaten slowly and chewed thoroughly.
So eat slowly and chew thoroughly.
Second, eat all of the food that is served to you. Then you won't run out of fuel when your engine needs it most.
Your fork is a shovel that must keep moving in spite of all your body's natural instincts.
Third, don't eat too many sweets. Sweets are party food for special times. Fruits always are a good dessert.
But not at parties. Eat party foods at
And
parties.
fruit helps you to follow good toilet practices.
So think about that with every bite you take.
Here is another way in which you are like an auto. There is always some waste to get rid of when the engine uses fuel.
It's called car poo.
That's why cars have exhaust pipes.
And you have a chocolate speedway.
There is always waste to get rid of when your engine uses the food you eat for fuel. Good toilet practices means getting rid of the waste at the right times in the right ways.
Like blowing mud or coiling a cobra.
It's a very important practice to wash your hands each time after going to the toilet.
We have cameras, so we'll know if you don't.
Jim and Judy go to the toilet after breakfast each morning and before going to bed each night. You should follow the practice of going at regular times like this.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to go in there, sis. Wait till they invent Febreze or something.
But of course, you should go at other times too.
Yeah, I can
Always
wreck this.
Go to the toilet when you feel like going. Don't be bashful or silly about toilet habits.
Talk about them freely to strangers.
Remember, an engine can't run when the exhaust is stopped up.
Blow mud, my children.
Some foods help to keep you from getting stopped up. It's a good toilet habit to eat plenty of fruits, green vegetables,
Taco Bell.
hot cereals,
Chocolate-covered X-Lax.
and dark bread. They all help you stay clean inside.
You could also swallow cotton balls soaked in bleach.
Staying clean inside and outside is a part of being healthy. So, staying clean is another important health practice.
And the first step towards landing yourself a man.
Judy and Jim bathe before breakfast each morning on school days. Some people bathe before bedtime each night.
Soap tastes
Isn't so
good.
important just when you bathe, but washing all over once a day is a fine practice for good health.
It's what separates normal humans
your
from
hair
Shane
clean.
McGowan.
Long hair like Judy's needs extra washing and brushing to be clean and glossy. In clean clothes, fresh as a daisy, Judy is ready for school.
When all of a sudden the 8 pounds of fruit she ate for breakfast kicks in.
Jim likes a shower better than a bath. Either one is fine, so long as you use plenty of soap and plenty of hot water. And plenty of elbow grease, like Jim is doing.
Rub the elbow
Jim
grease
does a good
into
job
your
of washing
hair.
his hair, too. Spick and span in his clean clothes, Jim is ready for morning inspection.
How do I look, Great-Grandma?
Do you think Jim will pass inspection? Well, let's see. Neck clean? Yes, indeed.
Resemblance to Ralphie from A Christmas Story? Yes,
Yes.
indeed.
No dirt there. Now, what about those hands?
They're destined to perform countless oil changes.
Clean as a whistle. Jim follows good practices in keeping his hands clean. Hands will get dirty. So remember, after playing games,
Such as hold the cow pie.
after playing with animals, and always after going to the toilet, wash your hands with plenty of soap and hot water.
It helps if you mutter to yourself, unclean, unclean.
Wash your hands before handling food.
Or just handle the food with your feet.
Before setting the table.
Before preparing each of Father's evening cocktails.
And especially before brushing your teeth. Can you think why these before rules are so very important?
Because disease lurks everywhere.
Keep your fingernails short and clean. When dirt gets under your nails, even soap and water can't wash it out. It takes some digging to get nails as clean as Jim's.
Digging and a warped set of priorities.
Now, who is this? A football player.
Long snappers. Technically, we guess they qualify as football players.
And who is this topsy-turvy person?
Jim Sr.
Why, it's Judy, having fun at the beach. Yes, the beach is a wonderful place to have fun, if you are careful to guard against sunburn, and if you don't get too tired.
And if, you know what, just
You know,
stay
even
home.
A football player needs to rest once in a while.
Oh, stopped up, man.
When you are tired, you're like a toy car with its spring run down. Rest is what winds the springs so you will be ready to run again.
Everything in the world is like some sort of car.
It looks like Jim's spring is wound up already.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Looks like Jim is all ready to run again. There, you see? Jim is not tired now.
Mom's egg salad sardine sandwiches always perk the kids right up.
But good rest practices mean resting when you should rest, not just when you feel tired.
Times you should rest include every time you see a cat, whenever someone calls you buddy, and whenever you envision the person you're talking to being engulfed in
On
flames.
vacation days, when they're playing hard, Judy and Jim take a rest after lunch. They take it easy for at least an hour to give their food a chance to digest.
It only gets one chance.
Then they're ready to play again until it's time to go home.
Before the beach is overrun with mating elephant seals.
Getting plenty of sleep is the most important rest practice. Young people need much more sleep than grown-ups.
Jim wondered why he only heard his parents' laughter when he and Judy were in bed.
Remember, other health practices when you get ready for bed. Going to the toilet to stay clean inside, washing with soap and water to stay clean outside,
Shaving.
and brushing your teeth to keep them clean are good health practices to follow every night at bedtime.
Consider setting an alarm so you can rewash midway through the night.
Being clean, outside and in, helps you to get a good sleep. Your body rests better when it is clean.
And the monsters under your bed hate the smell of clean children.
A healthful, balanced supper helps you get a good sleep, too. And while you sleep, your body will use the food to build strength for another day.
Another day largely spent on the
You
crapper.
see, health practices go together to build strong bodies for work and for play. There are so many beautiful and interesting things in the world to see and to do. Why not let Good Health Practices help you to happy days all of your life?
Oh, those 12 oranges I had are knocking at the back door. Here we go again!
Riff Tracks. Some movies have it coming. This has been a Riff Tracks presentation. Riff Tracks, copyright 2008. By Riff Tracks and Legend Films. All rights reserved. Unauthorized use or duplication is prohibited.